Hi guys, it's Elena here, and as you can see from the title of this video, today I just want to talk about how long it's gonna take you to heal from your skin problems if you go on to a vegan or raw vegan diet. And this is a question I was asked on my Facebook page, and also when I talk to people about this issue and how I solved it, that's something that they ask as well. And what I would say first is that unfortunately I can't give you the exact answer of this question because everyone is different, and I know you would want to know exactly how long it's gonna take you, because if you know that someone else has solved the problem in the amount of time, you wish you could do the same, of course. But that's not the case. I can only speak about my experience, so that's what I'm going to do into this video, and hopefully it will help you anyway. So it took me I would say 2 months to completely get my skin back. So I'm by that I mean that my skin was like clear as it is now. No red spots, it wasn't dry, it wasn't red, it wasn't itchy. So I would say after 3 months I started to really notice that this thing was actually working. But that might not be the case for you. For you, it might take maybe just 1 month. I hope that's the case, or 5 months, 6 months. I don't know, because everyone is different. But as long as when you do something like that, you do it consistently. So if you go onto a vegan or raw vegan diet, just do it consistently so that you don't go back to old eating habits, because you want to keep consistent. Otherwise, you don't know if this is gonna work. And also, what I want to mention is that I want to talk about basically my skin condition before I started to change, because that might be a factor as well. So that year when I became a vegan, it was the year when I was at my skin was at its worst. During that summer in 2014, I had to go back home because my skin was so bad that I couldn't even work. I actually had to tell the people I was going to work with that I actually couldn't take the job. And I didn't even want my friends to know that I was going back home to Italy, so I just told my best friend and said, look, please don't say anything to anyone, because I'm not feeling well. And so when I was there that summer, it was horrible because I had to go to I went to the hospital, I went to a new dermatologist different times in just 3 months. And they just, since my skin was so bad, they had to give me cortisons and antihistamines, because I mean the situation was critical. They said you can't go on like that. And funny thing was that they also one of the dermatologists told me, don't worry, you'll be fine, okay, but you can, and he also said, don't worry, you can eat anything, enjoy life. And which was the worst advice he could have given me, because that was the problem, what I was eating, but he didn't know and I didn't know. So basically at the end of the summer, so I would say September, when I was about to come back here in England, my skin was, at least my skin was okay. It wasn't dry or red. It was, I think, a bit itchy, but not so much that it was a problem. But my face was completely red and dry. Just my face, not like this now. Just was red, completely red. And I had to take cortisons and antihistamines for something like 10 days. And yeah, I was taking the meds for a total of 3 times per day, which is quite a lot. And cortisone and stuff, they're not really good for you. So, but the situation was critical. And also when I came back here, I first became vegetarian, and then step by step I transitioned into veganism completely. So I would say September, when I came back here, end of September, I was alright. Then I became vegetarian, vegan. At the end of the year, December, was much better, and that's when I started to notice a lot of differences. And that's why I said, okay, from the new year 2015, I'm gonna go fully vegan. I don't want to touch any animal products, because I really want to give this thing a shot, because if this really works, it's like winning the lottery for for someone else this kind of problem. So that's why at the end of January then 2015, my skin was completely fine. And it was like a bit strange at first, but it was completely fine. And then I kept going with this diet, and then I didn't have any problem anymore. So I would say, yeah, around 2 months was for me the time I needed to, I would say, detoxify my body of what the things I couldn't eat. I shouldn't have eaten at least. But as I said, it might be different for anyone. So maybe try to see 2-3 months, see what changes you can see on your skin. And as I said, unfortunately I can't give you the precise answer, but you have to try yourself, keep it consistent, and see what changes your skin is gonna feel. So I hope, guys, that you really try and do this, because it changed my life, and you know, it got rid of the biggest problem that I have that was influencing my life. So thumbs up to this video if you're gonna give it a shot, especially now that is it's the new year. And so yeah, I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you next week. Ciao ciao.